What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift.
Yeah.
Some more wild metamorphosis shenanigans.
Pretty much always.
Yeah, that's our thing now. Because there's so many new and wonderful possibilities.
So what are we doing today?
Well, I was just thinking the other day that we haven't done a whole lot of missile builds.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a couple more missile builds. Mainly because, and I know I do it a lot, but with this weapon in particular, I like it a lot better with Barrage.
Mm-hmm.
But last time I did it with a coarser body, which made me sad. So instead, I'm going to do it with a not coarser body. So that way I'll be happy.
So is this fair?
Hey, look, the coarser body.
And battery, which is...
It's similar but different.
It's the brother.
And I think I might go with the battery, so that way I'll have more missiles, but they'll be bigger, badder missiles. And maybe I'll just make the biggest and baddest missiles. Also, I don't want any of this.
You can just blast.
I mean, I am going to want blast radius, but I'd like to...
I know there's other things, but you got 4 rerolls. No, volleys.
Yeah,
although you lose...
It's okay. We're gonna... Because, like I said, we're gonna
barrage, yeah. And then you want, all those missiles just aren't going where they need to go.
Yeah. It's gonna start off that way.
It's gonna start off as an early problem.
And then we'll get some homing stuff, and maybe we'll get warp strike, things of that nature, and we'll sort it out. Just gotta give it some time. Alright, that's my burst fire. So now we just need, what, focus fire, and then we'll have barrage going.
Yep. I like how because of the way salvo works, you see no difference from burst fire.
Correct. It doesn't do a whole lot for missiles. If we're being honest. But what it does do is it unlocks barrage, and I think missiles might be the most improved weapon under barrage. Well, the flak is also really high up there, and dart. A lot of weapons just get better with barrage, but I personally like because I don't like missiles as missiles, but barrage missiles I can get behind. So it's probably just me.
Probably. That's sort of the whole thing with missiles is you charge it up, you charge it up, you charge it up, and then you fire a bunch of missiles. With barrage, you don't.
Wild mod heavy caliber. That's something I might want eventually, but I don't want to reroll twice. I'll get the magnitude for now. But I need to get that barrage rolling. All right, game.
I mean, if you're gonna get barrage eventually, how's Fusillade work for you?
But that's gonna lower my... It's gonna add a lot more missiles. I'm just gonna make them smaller. I kind of wanted to do like big missiles. Missiles, if you will.
I won't.
I know you won't. Okay. Well, barrage. And now we can just hold it at our leisure and send missiles forever. So now we're going to start focusing on making the damage higher. And
warp strike.
Warp strike would be nice. Homing just in general would be nice.
Yeah, targeting.
So we'll get targeting. Like I said, I don't want to get Fusillade because I want to do big bad missiles. The only reason why I got the multi-strike, why can I not think of the name of it right now? Volley. Was because it leads into barrage, and barrage also adds weapon damage to the missiles and makes it tolerable for me. So That's the only reason why I got that.
Okay.
Do I want to blow a reroll for all this generic stuff? I mean, I guess I'll get Hull Strength. That's sort of what...
They're all things you want.
Hull Strength is what battery does, because it's just a big old tank. A tank with the broadside weapons.
Yeah, it's not quite a broadside. That's
Ooh.
Polar inversion?
Polar inversion would be good, but I think, because weapon velocity doesn't matter to me at all, but greatly improving projectile targeting is very good for missiles. So I'm going to get that. Because with stuff like that, not having Warp Strike doesn't matter too much. Do I want to get Splinter? What do they like? Explode into little mini missiles? Mini-siles?
Guess so? No. Mini-siles. Get out of here.
I like the idea of this, except for the recoil part.
It's like you'd basically be firing backwards forever. Or sliding backwards forever.
Yeah.
Heavy caliber with barrage doesn't seem like it's a good idea together.
It's fair. What do you think about Splinter?
I think Splinter could be good. Just more missiles.
Well, it's...
More something.
Yeah.
Yeah, mini missiles.
We're definitely getting payload. That's part of what we want.
Salvo singular strike.
That's questionable at best. We're going to want to get, like, the blast radius stuff. We're going to want to get snipe for sure. So we'll get blast radius. Slipstream, not bad.
Yeah.
But we'll get blast radius for now, because then that leads into some other stuff that is good.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of the prereqs I need for Warp Strike. I want to say Blink is one of them now.
Blink is one of them. The other one was...
Alright, so I'm going to lose velocity and rate of fire, but I gain projectiles. The spread doesn't matter.
You lose velocity, you lose rate of fire, which isn't the end of the world.
And further improves weapon targeting.
Yeah. So I actually don't think convergence is necessarily bad for here, because you lose weapon projectile size, but that doesn't lower the damage.
Yeah. And
since you're barraging, the rate of fire doesn't really hurt that much. Normally, I really, really, really hate losing rate of fire with salvo, because that's your missile charge time. Well, mastery's just good.
Yeah.
But since you're barraging, you don't really care about the charge time of missiles anymore. Missiles are always there.
Missiles be missiling. Alright, we're gonna get velocity, because that's gonna lead to snipe and all that. So yes, it's just a swarm of missiles. They'll find their target. They're smart. They know what they're doing.
That's a nice little vortex of missiles going on there.
Alright, I want to find some like cool wild mod stuff, but they're really...
Yeah, they're being stingy with the wild mods today. That's okay.
They're holding out on me.
Oh yeah, it's Snipe and Blink.
Yeah.
For Warp Strike. So, you're not halfway there. Congratulations. Can you snipe something with a missile? Like...
I mean, clearly you can.
It just seems... I mean, I know that officially the definition of a missile is just a projectile, but... These are, you know, rocket-propelled mini nukes.
I don't know if I'd call them mini nukes.
What just happened?
That was the Omega boss.
That was Station Omega. Look at that XP.
So, I think that that ties our record on Punchy Magoo of, like, a frame or two.
What even happened? Like, I didn't even see...
The same thing that happened to Punchy Magoo that one time. A comet showed up at just the right time.
Dang, son.
I like Slipstream out of these options. Just more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if I saw the talent that would lead me into Blink, I'd go for that, but wasn't here.
High explosives.
Do I care about the size of the explosives?
I mean...
Oh, well, this leads...
that leads into Blink.
Leads into Blink.
So you want to improve thrusters, because you want that as soon as possible.
Yep.
Oh, Death Blossom.
I mean, that's just fun, right?
Yeah. And you get lots of missiles. And none of those else... Oops.
Dodged it.
Sure.
Alright, so hopefully we can get some more wild mods to pop up.
That said, now that you've got Death Blossom, you don't want a rapid reconstruction. So you actually are going to want to keep your shield.
Yes, which is fine.
So what do you want to do? You want to go for a safety shield? You want to go for like an amp shield and just make these missiles batter?
I could go for like a Tempest Breaky kind of thing if I really wanted to.
That's true.
Alright, so this leads into Blink,
Yep.
but this leads into more damage.
But you also do need you need Blink.
Do I?
You do.
Do I?
Because you have so many missiles that are just sort of going off into nothing at this point.
But they have very high homing.
They have very high homing. You still have a ton of missiles that just miss.
Are they missing, or are they just hitting something that's just off screen? Oh, yeah, look at that. That's cool. Our Death Blossom is going to be particularly deadly because it launches missiles in every direction, but then those missiles turn around and seek and destroy.
Yeah. Antimatter rounds. That sounds like a great idea. Heavy hull damage when you fire. Damage is increased for each additional projectile you fire. It's a fantastic idea. It's a terrible idea. Don't do it.
Your unique powers are improved by 15%. So would that have me shooting extra projectiles?
Probably. But I don't know if it's necessarily worth it, because Bravado is terrifying.
Yeah, well, we got some rerolls. We'll poke around.
Bravado feels like it's a good one to pick up like late.
Do I want to do a Tempest Break build? Because if I do, I can pick up Streamline now, which will just mean that I'll just need to get flash shielding, and then I can Tempest Break.
Yeah, go for it. I think it'll be good. And then if you're going for a Tempest Break build, then do you want a small breakable shield?
Yes, I will be looking for Amp Shield at that point. And then I'll just be smashing my shield. Yeah, and then I'll be going for emergency systems and all that fun stuff.
Alright. I think it's gonna be fun.
Well, we'll see how it works, if it works.
Crazy Death Blossom missiles. Also, that guy just got shoved.
Oh, bye, Comet. Let's see. +1 projectile, but lower recovery and
you
stuff.
really don't want the recovery and the shield cooldown slowing down if you're going for a Tempest Break.
Let's look for... Let's get the shield cooldown, because that's going to lead into...
Flash shielding.
Flash shielding. So we're still looking for amp shield, things like that.
Still need blink.
But we're going to go for flash shielding so we can get Tempest Break. And just break our shield early and often to launch missiles everywhere.
Yeah. Also, you had asked earlier if you really wanted the high explosives, but the answer is yes. Each of those missiles having a wider hitbox, basically, will help you a lot when it comes time for wave clear stuff.
Look at all these missiles. Do you think I'm going to have problems with wave clear? Also, the missiles explode into more missiles.
I suppose it's probably true that you don't need it.
There's Blink. And I mean,
Blink
with a less mobile body like Battery, even without considering Warp Strike, having Blink is pretty nice.
Yes.
But
yeah, safety movement.
Yeah, so we'll try to get that going. Oh, hello.
Ooh.
Hello, friend. Well, there's flash shielding.
Yeah.
But Slipstream.
Slipstream is good too.
But
flash shielding will get you towards Tempest Break.
We have a plan. Let's go towards the plan.
Slipstream will be the once everything else is locked into place. You're hoping for Slipstream for days, but you gotta get everything else set online first.
Just kind of wiggle my way through.
It was a good wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Ah.
I think you triggered your Death Blossom as you transitioned through the screen, so it was hard to see what happened.
Well, we got Warp Strike. Wrap projectiles deal less damage, and then it's gonna hurt our rate of fire and all of that stuff. But
the missiles will definitely hit their targets forever now.
Now they're just gonna zip.
Yeah, they're just zippy.
Again.
See, like here? Yeah, but I don't know how Polar Inversion would work for you. It's more damage.
No, it's
on its
blast
radius.
I think I'm gonna stick with just this.
Just slipstreaming it?
Yeah, I'm still keeping an eye out for amp shield and things like that, but we're just gonna we're slinging big boy missiles.
Yep.
Every which way. We're a little bit zippy. We're more mobile than a battery usually is.
Quite a bit more mobile. Yeah, there's the Death Blossom. Okay, so that was interesting. Your ship didn't spin when you Death Blossom. So does the ship itself not actually spin?
No.
No.
It never did.
Your hull is super low.
Yeah, we got hit by like everything.
All that shrapnel really messed with you.
Let's get regeneration.
It's not a bad idea. Oh boy.
I can say, oh boy, I have blink if he didn't die.
True. Your missiles are just, they're there. And by there, I mean everywhere. Ooh boy. Angry Celestial.
It's okay, he gonna die.
Yep.
Problem is, we really need to get Tempest Shield, and we need to work on getting.
Hey, look, Rupture. It's not what you're after at the exact second, but that is Punchy Magoo, and
it sure is. I'm gonna take a little bit of damage doing this, but I'm gonna do it. Well, you appear to be going to pieces, my friend. Well, oh man, that guy had a bad day.
Yep. There's just the screen is just filled with gnats. Like,
yeah.
You ever like somewhere like at a campsite in summer, and you just like look out a window and you just see.
So amp shield comes up the second I have Tempest Break. We're gonna get Tempest Break first.
Tempest Break's first. You look out the screen door, and all you see is just the tiny flies just everywhere where you can see light. That's what this looks like to me.
I can see it. So, it is. The one thing I like about just constantly shooting missiles is just the seek and destroy nature of it all.
Yeah.
They'll find something. Alright.
Volatile shields.
I should probably take volatile shields because I'm going to be breaking my shield as often as possible.
Yeah. At some point you should probably take absorption. If your shield is intended on being broke. Reducing that hull damage is not a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's true. But I need to start working on
Death Blossom!
Yeah, that really does its job.
Yeah.
I need to work on emergency systems.
Yes, super neat emergency systems.
Took me a while to think of the words emergency systems. Like that one that you use. The system that you use in emergencies?
The system is down.
He's down.
what do you need for...
Let's see.
None of those, really.
We got rerolls. Let's use them.
Yeah, they want polar inversion again.
No. Let's...
There's more slipstream.
No, there's more slipstream. I'll take slipstream.
Yeah, incendiary strike's not what you want.
Actually, no. I'm gonna...
No? Alright.
I don't want regenerative shields, because I want to break the shields. I really don't want that. I wanted kinetic boost because that leads into it. Okay.
Yeah, because I think that's actually the next most important thing that you need is emergency systems.
That and amp shield.
Yes. Though, quite honestly, I think the emergency systems is more important than the amp shield itself. Also, that's Death Blossom again.
Be a blossom of death at all times.
Also, hey, 100.
Yeah, that happened pretty quickly, I feel like. Well,
the gap in waves between 80 and 100 always goes faster than I think. Like, Punchy Magoo shows up and then he's here.
well, this is another great thing about this build is I don't have to worry about aiming. I just hold the fire button and circle.
You just Ronco peel it.
Yep.
Set
Hey
and
you.
forget it.
Hey you. We're gonna get Aegis. Oops. Blinked right into his face, but then that Death Blossomed right into his face.
Yep.
And he didn't like it that much either. So I'm gonna say that I planned it.
Sure. Like, there's things just like start to show up and the missiles are just like, nah, you're gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the beauty.
That's the beauty. Good old salvo. you, you did not blink out of the way.
I just let it happen. It's okay, my shield's already back.
That's the beauty of flash shielding.
And Tempest Break.
Yes.
Alright.
Not hidden power. just move the cursor.
just,
Don't even.
just for my own sanity. Don't sit there. I'm gonna try. Yep.
Emergency systems. Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try to push the issue here a little bit.
So now when your shield pops, you got a little bit of safety for a second.
And the shield comes back quicker when it goes down.
Right.
Because the emergency system also does that. Use just in case of emergencies, but it turns out that my life is like an emergency. Oh.
That was something. That Comet shoved that Juggernaut off the right side of the screen and murdered him on the left somehow.
Well, I'm sure you just hurt him severely and then my missiles caught up to him.
That's true.
They're always there, watching, waiting, exploding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Homing strike, you can have butt missiles. It's not needed. Certainly not into it. You are down to 3 rerolls. So
yeah, I know.
You don't want rapid reconstruction.
Go for it.
5% faster shield cooldown.
Minus rate of fire. And your shield effect power is increased by your current speed. So that means I gotta be zippy.
True, but you will be a little zippy since you've taken multiple.
Well, it just means less friction doesn't mean I'm more zippy. It just means that I skid.
Yeah.
I think adaptive armor.
Adaptive armor is probably the safe one.
Or I can go skirmish into terminate and all that, but I'll do adaptive armor for now.
I was going to say, under the circumstances, would going working towards Essence Sap be a good thing or a bad thing? Knowing that you're going for the
it probably wouldn't be bad.
flashy shield.
But it's not as good as it used to be because it used to be so good that it got nerfed pretty severely.
Yeah.
Because it was too good.
That's a good blink.
I tried.
It's first boss. I always forget your name. Sorry, dude.
The dead one.
Yeah, you die so fast.
So we're getting to the point of the game where it's like the missiles are doing the work. I just gotta avoid.
Yeah.
I just.
Oh, that's more of what I meant with the with that shield wild energized shields was your well.
All right then. Well, we'll get channeling, which will improve my shield effect power for the one day that I get amp shield.
Yep.
I'm told it might happen one day.
Looking for it. It's just you flew right into his face.
Yeah, and then my missiles did the rest.
It's true.
Alright.
They are sending
Persistent.
a lot of Celestials at you lately. Yeah, this is another one of those builds where just there's something happening on every inch of the screen at every second.
Yes.
My brain is just like, where do I look? Hull. I'm usually looking at the hull.
Yeah. I don't pay attention to where the missiles are going. I assume that the missiles are going to find where they need to go. I'm looking at where I'm at and where the enemies are at, and where the enemies' projectiles are at.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. I was like, I'm so close to that level. That's tempting.
7 rerolls.
That's really tempting.
Do you care about anything else there? I think the only other sad one there would be the polar inversion, and even then, I don't know if you want polar inversion with this many missiles.
Yeah. There's a lot of other stuff I want, and the rerolls would be nice. And, you know, lowering my size is not a terrible idea.
Yeah, Bastion battery. Battery is a choppy body.
I really need to get that amp shield though. It's really starting to hurt my soul.
Yeah. Although I'm not gonna lie, my main concern for you grabbing amp shield is that it's going to turn all of your missiles red.
Yeah.
And then we're not going to be able to tell what's yours and what's the enemy's the instant that happens.
Yeah, it'll be fine. There's not too many red missiles that they're shooting.
No, but there's lots of red bullets and...
Well, you just gotta pay attention.
I'm just saying, I can see that being a concern when you have to look quick at everything. I mean, you do you. I'm not saying don't do it.
Oh, hello, friends.
You got 8 rerolls now.
I know. I'm gonna use them.
Ooh, for shielding, absorption.
That's tempting. I don't really do any self-damage.
You don't do the self-damage. The armor stack duration is helpful. Just the flat 5 base hull strength and shield durability.
No, I'm going for the shield. Doing it. I'm just doing it slowly.
Yeah, in case something else pops up that you're like, I can still make this work.
Oh, come on, amp shield.
Yeah, it doesn't want you today.
Amp shield, please.
Do you want to just grab like absorption and play it safe? Oof. You got to 1 reroll.
I said I was going for it.
It's not there.
I know.
Well, then...
I don't want any of this other... Oh, yeah. You take... I don't even want rebuke, because I'm going to be... I don't want to... Fire stacks.
You.
I've shrunk and got faster. I'll bulk up to get more hull
I was
strength.
gonna say you could also theoretically, if you really don't want any of these, you could leave the screen, wait till you get a reroll, and then come back. Or you could take the warp shield.
That's gonna be a whole different kettle of fish.
Correct.
Juggernaut.
Okay. And pop. I like the sun and moon coming in there. Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright.
They keep blowing up my shield that I don't want.
Isn't that part of the plan?
Yeah, but it's a shield that I don't want.
Well, it's okay. They're blowing it up.
But I want to blow up a different shield. I feel like my complaints are making less and less sense. It's because I'm having to concentrate more on the game, I can't dedicate as much brain space to think word.
To think word?
Yeah.
Is that like Squidward's brother?
Yes.
Think word?
More like stink word.
Oh! Also, I think his brother's name is like Nitro or something.
I have no idea. I've watched maybe one full episode of SpongeBob in my entire life. Oh.
That was...
That blink was a choice!
Oh, hey, look! Revelation.
Well, at least I don't have to feel bad about taking that one. Also, ow. Oh!
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, my shield was back for but a moment. It's back again.
Butter moment.
Yes.
And there goes your shield again.
That Death Blossom is...
That Death Blossom's pretty great. Also, hey, Scion.
Yeah, fancy meeting you here, yada yada.
I'd be curious to, like, do the math and figure out which boss you end up fighting more, Scion or the first boss.
Definitely the first boss, but the first boss is much less of an event.
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay, that just...
That
just-
comet came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah. No time to blink out of that. I just
So,
sort of-
we never found our amp shield.
That's right, you still did pretty well without it.
Yeah, but it could have been cooler.
It could have, but...
But yeah, that comet came in just... Your run's over. Stop it.
Yeah. That was one of those moments where you had a split second to react and blink, and... It's easy enough to miss.
Yeah.
That's right. That was...
But yeah, that was fun.
Battery missiles.
Yeah, the missiles were big and strong, and then with the Death Blossom, Tempest Break, flash shielding stuff, the Death Blossoms were going off pretty often, pretty regularly, and when they would go up, something would die.
Yeah.
So I think that worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
I was okay with that. So, yeah, that's how I like to play missiles, with Barrage. I don't particularly care for missiles any other way.
Fair enough.
Well, and with that, I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.